Hello, hello, hello. This is Tusky, and today we're going to be playing Coffee Noir. Let me know if the sound levels are good. I'm trying out a new setting for the microphone. Now, this is a demo of Coffee Noir, which is a game where you are running a coffee shop, coffee business, and you're an undercover detective. So to start, we're going to create a new profile. This demo version does not present the full experience of the game. Some errors may occur. You can report bugs and difficulties on our Steam page. Okay. We're going to play this on easy mode. I like the artwork and the music. Well, let's get started. At the beginning of the 20th century, for unexplained reasons, world's coffee consumption increased 20 times. This phenomenon known as coffee mania reached its peak in the 1940s.
The world of 2021 is ruled by coffee, and Neo-London goes crazy for it. They say that in this job only two cases matter, the one that breaks you and the one that makes you a real cop.
Oh, hi, JP. Coffee Punk. Okay, wasn't expecting that one. Me neither. I like it, though.
I'm Arthur Oliver, and I'm a private investigator, but I used to be a cop here in Neo-London. I quit 10 years ago. I failed. I hope I'd never come back here. I read about Richard Kersey's disappearance in the papers on a train journey. Coffee tycoon vanishes. The front page headline of the Neo-London Espresso screamed.
Ah, so a tycoon is missing.
For many, Kersey was a wealthy celebrity buffoon, pure envy. They lost contracts and profits to him. They even lost their reputations as he dragged competitors through the courts. And me, I lost a lot more to him. Catherine, my beloved, and his wife. 10 years ago, Richard was involved in a spot of bother. He had a debt. Unfortunately for him, it was Kath who received the demands for payment. Kersey happened to be abroad at the time, totally out of reach. She got scared and tried sorting it out herself. In cash. She asked me for help.
I guess it didn't end well.
I couldn't do it in my official capacity, but I took my gun and set up a sting. It ended tragically. A few days ago, Henry called, Richard's old brother. He sounded down, just like me.
I like the voice acting and how this is displayed like a comic.
I know all about it, Arthur. You quit the force. You're still tormented by Kath's murder. Listen, Richard's daughter doesn't have to know anything about you two, nor Richard, but I'm begging you, help me find him. I'll give you a flat to live in, some cash, and a cover store that you're a salesman. Just come, please.
Okay, so this is how we get into the coffee business.
So I'm in Neo-London. The business with Catherine broke me. So maybe the case with Richard will be the one to make me a real cop again. Richard's disappearance was big news. There was speculation about mafia involvement, either Italian or Yakuza. I think there might be something in that. Little Clarabelle, Richard and Kath's daughter. The last time I saw her was at her mother's funeral. I wanted to comfort her. Now it looks like it's her who wants to comfort me. She's so like her mother. especially her eyes. Can't forget watching the life draining out of Catherine's eyes. On the way to the hotel, Clarabelle told me her father might have been kidnapped by an angry competitor.
Yeah,
It's a
that went dark in a hurry.
Percy did all sorts of weird deals with even weirder people. Maybe one of them had enough of Richard's caprices. Over the phone, Clarabelle confirmed what Henry had promised. There was a flat and a position as a salesperson in their family business. That was to make investigating easier. Fair enough. Let it be. If that's what the investigation demands, I'll become the best damn salesperson in Neo-London.
I can't look at you without thinking of your dead mother. Gee, thanks.
I'll help Claire. I'll find your killer, Cat. I won't let you down twice. Promise.
Okay, so we have to run a coffee business and solve the mystery. Got it. In Neo-London itself, there are... Da-na-na-na-na. Okay, so coffee is super popular in this world.
Dear Arthur, thank you again for agreeing to work on this case in such unusual circumstances. As I mentioned during our last meeting, Uncle Henry and I suspect that one of my father's business partners must be involved in his disappearance, or at least know something about it. We believe it would be best to work undercover and meet them offering a delivery contract. It's also better that a private investigation will remain as a secret. Check out the instructions I've left you, and look around in your office. After that, meet me at my cafe. See you soon. Clarabelle Kersey.
Read instructions, look around the office, meet Clarabelle at the cafe. Got it. Tutorial basics. Welcome to your office. This place is the command center for your company and the investigation you are conducting. From the office view, you can jump to all the game sections and have a preview of the main results such as cash costs and revenue. Here you will find the main financial results this week. When you hover over a given result, you'll see its explanation. This information gives you an overview of your business situation. Try to make revenues higher than the cost. This will ensure stable profit for your company. If you go bankrupt, it's game over. In this menu, you have access to the main sections of the company, the last report and tutorial. You can always minimize this menu. Access to the main sections, okay. You can also go to the main sections of the company by clicking on the elements of the office, if it's more convenient to you. Yeah, it is a lot. Hopefully we'll do just fine. Oh, I can see the coffee's getting cold. You can check the list of required tasks on this board during the gameplay. New tasks may have appeared on this board. Click to view the list. Okay, so we have a task. Meet Clarabelle and sign a business contract. Click here to open the sales section. Oh, I like the design of this. In this section, you'll find information about available customers invested in your company's offer. They are also suspects in your investigation. In each chapter of the story, you will find other customers here. Your goal is to meet with every customer and sign a coffee supply contract. Thanks to this, you will not only get funds to support your business, but you'll also get clues in your investigation. Each customer reports a demand for a specific brand of coffee with a certain level of quality. To be able to attend a meeting, you must start producing coffee that the customer wants to buy. During the meeting, you will conduct a sales conversation and contract negotiations. It's worth getting to know a customer beforehand. A handful of valuable information can be found by clicking this field. Oh, whoops. No, don't skip the tutorial. A general description will allow you to better prepare for negotiations. Each customer conducts a conversation in a different way. Pay attention to the characteristics. Try to capture information that may be useful during the conversation. Okay, so Clarabelle is a student and works in the Family Cafe Coffee with a K. She wanted to earn some money of her own and help conduct a business. She's modest, sensitive, and a warm-hearted dreamer. Sometimes she has her head in the clouds, which was the reason she was laughed at by her peers. Her excessive trust and gullibility are some of her biggest flaws. Her inexhaustible faith in people is a little puzzling since she went through the tragic death of her mother, Catherine Kersey. After her father, Richard Kersey, went missing, she's trying to do everything to find him. The meeting will only be possible if you have an appointment with the customer. Assign an employee to this task in the management section. When the appointment is arranged, you can go for it by clicking this button. Focus and don't do it lightly. If you end the meeting before signing a contract or your interlocutor asks you out, the next meeting will be possible in a week. Since you have classic standard coffee available in production and this customer is interested in your offer, you can go to the meeting. Click the button below. Business meetings. Much of the in-game conversations are business meetings where you offer your company's products and negotiate the price of deliveries. An interview with Clarabelle will help you better understand your tasks and summarize the collected information. Okay, so this is like a... Whoops. This is like a visual novel part. And we can see the customer's attitude. She's at 50%.
Hello, Miss Clarabelle. The cafe looks great. Really bright, cozy, homely.
Hello. Thanks. The decor was my father's work. He was very careful to create a friendly atmosphere. Please don't call me miss.
Sorry, it's your hairstyle. You look so young, I couldn't help myself. But fine. First names only.
Great. Let's get down to business.
Ask about Clarabelle's childhood following her mother's death.
I want to ask about your childhood. I know there are painful memories, but it's important for the case.
Distance on it. How can I help?
Tell me, how you coped after your mother's death.
Well, not too well. Dad hated talking away a lot, and me? I remember lying there, crying. Mr. Pensy was with me. He took my temperature, brought me cups of tea. I was alone.
Any friends? School psychologist?
I had this one friend, Amy. She came to cheer me up a couple of times, but I think I wore her out. I was incredibly shy as a child. The school psychologist sent me to a psychiatrist for medication. I was supposed to go there with an adult, but it never happened.
Why? Something changed. Something got better?
Yeah, you could say it was thanks to Mr. Van Haven.
Hold on, I'll write this down. Who was it?
Joseph Van Haven. friend from college. He and his wife Amanda offered to take care of me, together with his housekeeper. I was to sleep at my home, spend the day with them, mainly with Mrs. Fink, the housekeeper. Dad immediately agreed.
And you? Did you have any say in it?
I was a bit scared at first, but they were really nice. They were like my family. They still are.
Thanks, Clarabelle. That's a lot of help. Can you give me a contact number for Van Haven and Fink? I'd like to ask them a few questions.
Sure, here you go.